Hello, hello, Leo. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your new moon solar eclipse energy reading. I do thank you for your patience when it comes to me getting these out. So, what I want to say, Leo, is expect some powerful change. This eclipse energy is affecting the fixed signs more than the other placements. So that would include you, Leo. This is also for any major Leo placements like Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And so what I want to say is you always have the ability to affirm, to achieve your highest goals, your dreams, your desires. But I do feel there's going to be some type of shakeup leading you towards a new beginning. And so we've got all of these very powerful energies working together, Leo, and I think you're in for quite a ride. And so I think there's going to be some kind of jarring crisis or event that's going to feel very uncomfortable, but it is going to catapult you onto your true spiritual path. And although you might not like the energies coming through right now, you will appreciate this redirection later. And so this is an opportunity to find your courage and your strength to face the past, to release the past, and move forward once and for all to get right back on path. And so there really is nothing to fear. I think we're all at this very important pivotal turning point on our spiritual journey. And whatever is happening now, Leo, is going to be for your highest good, even if it doesn't feel like this, because we're not going to be guided by our ego anymore. We are going to be divinely guided by spirit to face the direction of our true north. And so even though these changes might come in and not feel very positive, this is leading towards a positive turn around. Okay, so let's jump in, Leo. We are going to dig into your energy along with your person's energy. And we are going to start off by using the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. You might need to protect your energy from some unwanted people, places, and things. But we're going to jump in, Leo, and we're going to start off on your side first and see what messages need to come through for this eclipse. So also keep in mind, Leo, energies can be swapped around. So swap around the characters, but don't cram yourself into a message that's not meant for you. Oh, Leo, we get igniting your passions, teacher, and the block is receiving this guidance from spirit. And so I feel a Leo here that was misguided by some falsehoods. I feel a Leo here that's been in an illusion of their own making, and there's going to be some light shed on some negative vices in order to redirect you to what truly is going to speak to your heart and your soul, and forgiveness might be needed. There might be a very painful ending around the corner, but this is going to liberate you. You are going to step into liberation, and you might be wanting to spend some time alone over the coming months. But I do feel this reignition when it comes to something that's going to speak to your heart and your soul. Kind of feeling like the Ace of Wands, eh? And maybe you're going to be coming across a spiritual teacher. Maybe you're in a relationship situation that you're needing to evolve beyond. I feel a major lesson, a major completion as part of your human experience. And I do feel this is going to spark your creativity. And maybe this is going to lead to a career change of some sort. But the challenge is acknowledging your spiritual team. Spirit is saying, hey, Leo, you're in a very tough situation. And maybe you're dealing with a teacher. And so often we meet people on our journey and they teach us valuable life lessons and they don't even know that they are our teacher. And so I do feel a karmic situation here that is helping you evolve, whether you're dealing with somebody else or not. Spirit is saying, hey, we're right here offering you guidance. All you have to do is connect to us. And I feel you're finding some truth in the energies. There's going to be some exposure when it comes to a false sense of security that's likely going to break down, and you might need to forgive yourself. You're going to need to go into some quiet introspection, Leo, after this eclipse energy, and maybe over the next 6 months, you're going to be guided just to be in your own energy. So let's see what needs to come through for your person. So this could be somebody you're currently dealing with or energies in and around you. But we're going to see what needs to come through for your person. You're going to need to forgive somebody. I do feel some heart pain coming through. And so we get purge and cleanse on your person's side. new life. The challenge is a challenge ahead for sure. And then we get empowerment, open to receive, and we close it off with major life changes ahead. And so you and your person are definitely getting ready to step into a new life. And so I do feel a negative toxic cycle here coming to a close. And I feel maybe this was a karmic catalyst to get you to address these negative behaviors and addictive circumstances that are needing to be purged. I feel somebody is leaving your life and things are about to look drastically different. I feel a karmic reset. I think your person is going towards a new life as well. And I do feel there's going to be like a head-on collision. And I don't mean a literal collision, but a clashing of the egos between you and your person. And I do feel the challenges, you both are going to be challenged to stand in your beliefs. I feel a clash of beliefs, a clash of religious backgrounds of some sort. And I think your person is preparing to take ownership of what it is that they've created. This could be a confession of some sort, but they are getting ready to take a step forward. And I feel this is going to get you both leaping in a new direction. And so I do feel your person's been challenged with some mental clutter. Maybe they've not been open to receiving love, but I do feel some big changes. Some change on the horizon in order for you to expand beyond a karmic cycle. And so I do feel this is a gift for your evolution. And I do want you to pay extra attention to your dreams. I also feel you have a telepathic connection with somebody here, and this karmic circumstance is intensifying, coming to the surface, needing to be addressed so you can go towards somebody that you are connected with in the spiritual realm, where you can transmit their thoughts and their emotions. And so I think Spirit is conveying to you, it's time for you to deepen your relationship to yourself. I feel you've been in a challenging dynamic, you've lacked motivation, and I think it's time to master the art of self-love. So you can figure out your language, your soul's energy, and going after your passion. So a karmic clearing that will ignite a passionate new beginning. And so I think you are involved with a situation here, learning a valuable lesson. So let's see what else needs to come through with the Illumination Oracle deck. I think Spirit's coming knocking on your door, and you're just needing to listen to the guidance that they are bringing forward, because you are in a tough situation, Leo. Let's see what else needs to come through. So, yeah, I kind of feel things have been spiraling out of control, and there's a need to get back on track. There is definitely this rebirth process coming through for you, and so you might be going into this dark winter void over the next 6 months, into this chrysalis stage where everything kind of deconstructs, decomposes in order for a rebirth or a renewal. And either you're missing somebody or somebody's missing you, but there is this underlying shame. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that's missing a person from the past. There's some shame here. There's regret. There's guilt. There is a need to stop spiraling down rabbit holes is what I want to say, Leo. And to find your truth, because the truth of the matter is there is an unhealthy, addictive codependency here that needs to come to a close. And I think you're about to take a trip on Kundalini Airlines. You are about to go through this releasing of this past baggage. And when you come out the other side of this, you're going to have your rainbow blessings. And so there needs to be a release of an addictive pattern, an unhealthy trauma bond of some sort, maybe even addictions, straight up addictions. It's time to release this past baggage. Blessings are trying to come in, but the blessings can't come until you release the past. And so I do feel maybe you're missing who you used to be before you got entangled and lost in this relationship. So let's see what needs to come through on your person's end. Cat hair. Inadequate. So your person has low self-worth and low self-value. And I think they've been clinging to you in order to not have to look in the mirror. So I feel the more time you spend with this person, you lower your vibration to match them. And I feel you're dealing with somebody that's just not ready for the next part of the journey. And I do feel you might be turning your back on this person. I also feel this person leaves out details, and you're constantly trying to read between the lines. And so I do feel a deep past life karmic connection here where the both of you are here to master this lesson and maybe open up to showing each other compassion. But I do feel you both want to go towards your hopes and your wishes. And I think maybe you've stayed in this connection because of some financial obligation. And I think some passion is being reignited and somebody here is packing up and relocating. And there's been fear of accepting this ending. So I think get ready to have an in-depth conversation. Yes, there is a deep past life connection here, but I don't think it's healthy. So let's jump in with the tarot. I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot for your side and look at facing that inner core wound, right? This is my wounded healer. So this has been a challenging dynamic for sure. And it's kind of time to allow the fates to spin you forward. Blessings. Blessings. When you master that karmic lesson, boy, oh boy, do those blessings flow. So let's see what else needs to come through on your end, Leo. Regaining control. Seven of Coins. So there you are, stuck, stagnant, depleted. And at a pivot point, at a crossroads, you are at the divine why. I think you spent a lot of time trying to make a situation work. I don't think it's yielding any growth. And you got a brand new golden opportunity here. So where do you want to plant those seeds for the future? I think you've been planning for the future. There's that gifty, right? These are the blessings, a windfall, maybe an inheritance. But you have to take those steps forward. This is a time of personal development and growth, and you can't stay stuck. You can't stay stagnant. You've been watering a dead tree, and it's blocking your blessings. And so self-love is going to be needed in order to break free from an unhealthy dynamic because you've been gripping to control. You're holding on tight to something that needs to be released. And I think it's time you know your worth and your value. You've got a golden opportunity here in your hands, Leo. But there's a need to get grounded. There's a need to get honest. And there's a need to plant these seeds in a new direction. You need to know your worth and your value. And you're dealing with somebody who doesn't know their worth. And so I think it's really played into your own self-worth issues, creating a very unhealthy codependent dynamic. And do you want that holy grail love? You're going to have to give that love to yourself first. You cannot help another or fill another's cup until you have an overflow of your own. And so I think somebody's learning to love themselves here. You're learning to love yourself. But why are you holding on so tight? The tighter you hold, the more this person, I feel, evades you. And so get ready to know your worth and your value. I think you're all done fighting. I also think you've got an unexpected choice in love coming, but something needs to come to a complete ending first. You need to go through profound transformation. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but something needs to die away, and you've been teetering and juggling this for quite some time. And I think that final nail in the coffin is coming, and there is going to be an ending, and it might feel betraying, but I do feel you're dealing with somebody that's really not invested, maybe has been cheating, and I think there's going to be a moment of self-actualization, like, hey, I need to love myself. I really need to spend some time alone because I think you are loyal, grounded. You are ready to build something solid, but it might be time to build a foundation of self first. Get ready to drop the fight. Let's see what needs to come through on your person's end. I think I'm going to use the Steampunk Tarot today on your person's end. So we will see what else needs to come through for your person. You're dealing with a liar. You're dealing with somebody that is not being honest. King of Swords reversed. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but you're dealing with somebody very cold, very detached, emotionally unavailable, does not communicate well. And I think there's some secrets here. Yeah, I feel, wow, maybe your person is lying about an ex. The Queen of Swords in reverse can represent an ex. Maybe your person is lying about wanting to go back to an ex from the past who maybe is still very bitter and angry. I'm not entirely sure, but you know, your person is really trying to close out a cycle. So that's a challenge, mastering a life lesson here. So something is about to come full circle. This is accomplishment. This is great achievement. Something is about to reach completion, but there is a need to release some past baggage. And so I feel this is going to feel like somebody's getting the rug pulled out from under them. And maybe your person has not wanted to take action to go towards working with somebody else. But I feel they're going after somebody else. I feel two people here in denial. Maybe you and your person have both been in denial, needing to close out a cycle. I do feel there's some communication issues. I think maybe you both struggle with communicating with one another. There's a need to get honest. There really is. There's been resistance to taking these steps, to going towards maybe signing a new contract in another direction. But I think your person has somebody else they want to go towards. And this is their hopes and their wishes. And maybe this is a connection that they let fade away and die away in the past. But it is their true match. And I do think this is going to hurt. And this is going to feel like a betrayal. And I feel your person is, you know, facing some karma. They're making a judgment call that they've not wanted to make. And I do think there's going to be an ending. Wherever you're at, there is no victory here. And there is going to be a karmic rebalancing. I think somebody's house of cards is crumbling to the ground. And you've got somebody here very dishonest that likely has been planning to go towards somebody that they had an ending with in the past. So let's get a last advice card here. Your person could be going towards an Aries, Leo, Sag. But I feel a new contract is in the works. And maybe your person is dealing with a high priestess, a card reader of some sort. But they've really been sitting on the fence when it comes to going towards somebody that they know is meant for them. And maybe finances have been a struggle. But I feel it's time to release this stuckness. So your advice, Leo, I think you're about ready to shoot the middle finger up at this person because I really think they've been playing games with you. And it is time to make a judgment call. I feel you're a student of life at this point in time, and maybe this is going to activate some ancient Akashic wisdom to come to the surface. I feel bitterness. I feel resentment. I think you're harboring resentment and it's causing more damage than good. I also feel somebody's been holding on to somebody from the past. And your higher self already knows this, that your person is thinking of somebody else. I think with Saturn stationing direct, this is a major lesson being learned. And I also feel it's kind of time to make that big decision. Either you or your person has a big decision to make. And I think you're going to have a hard time wrapping your head around this because you've not wanted to give up. You've seriously not wanted to give up on this connection. But I think there's problems here that just can't reach resolution. And there's a need to surrender to this truth because someplace deep inside, you already know the truth. And that's kind of what I got, Leo. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, please feel free to check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.